with the Buy Tennessee Dirt training videos. If you are new to the team, welcome, and if you've been with us for a while, welcome back. So today we're going to go over the exclusive right to sell listing agreement. I did have a video loaded onto Monday beforehand, and then we had some changes with everything, so we're just going to kind of quickly go through this and some of the changes that was made. Okay, just like in the buyer's representation agreement, you make sure that the broker or listing company, which is us, that's the buyers, or sorry, as the sellers, make sure that we put in there Southern Middle Realty - Keller Williams, or powered by Keller Williams, or powered by KW, however you want to word it. Make sure you put in our address, which is 707 Kings Lane, Tullahoma, Tennessee 37388. Then you're going to put down your client's information or your seller's information. Make sure that the spelling of the name is correct as stated on the current deed. And then you're going to put in there the address, which right now is 324 Blue Creek Road. Once you fill in this information here, it should automatically fill it in as well here as the property address and legal description. All right, just like in the purchase and sale agreement, you will need the deed book and the page that it is on and the parcel number. So as I've mentioned before, I'll go through it again. You'll go ahead and select over here under annual taxes, hit record, and it should bring up your CRS data information. This is your tax information. You're going to find down here under sales history, you're going to find the deed information, the book and the page right here, which is D477 and page 299. And then your parcel ID number is going to be right here. So then you'll go ahead, oops, sorry about that. You'll go in here and make sure that that information is in here. And then of course, as the legal description, if you happen to have the legal description, this is where you're going to put it. Most of the time, you're not going to have that. Okay, then here you're going to put how many garage door openers that you have, if they have any. In this particular case, we do not have a garage door, so our garage, so NA, but you're going to either put 1 or 2. This is where you're going to put in what items are to remain with the property at no cost to the buyer. So that's a question that you need to have with your seller. In this case, we're doing all kitchen appliances and the pool is remaining. Any items that shall not remain with the home, of course, personal items, let's say they spend a fortune on the drapes, so the drapes need to stay with, we need to be removed. This is where you're going to put it. And of course, if there's anything else that they feel that they need to keep, this is where you're going to put it. Of course, if there's any leased items, this is where you're going to put that. Security system, water softener, propane tank, you'll put that here. NA for right now. And then list price, definitely do your due diligence in putting together comps and stuff like that to let your client know what you feel that you should list it for. But of course, your client is your client, so if they decide that they want to list it for more, then that's what you have to do, and but try to be as knowledgeable and advise them on making kind of like the best decision for them. And then just like in the purchase and sale agreement, you're going to physically write out how much this price is. All right, and then we've got an effective date. Typically we do 6 months. You can do as little as 3 or 1 month or whatever the case may be, but 6 months, it gives us enough time, especially when you're coming into different seasons, properties being on market a little bit longer than normal. So make sure you put that in there. This would be, 25. And then put NA here if it's not applicable for when you would like to, because it's marketing property at commencement date. Seller directs broker to commence marketing of the property for sale to general public on an effective date. So, if you decide, hey, we want to market it starting 30 days from now, this is where you would put the date, that particular date here. And then of course, carryover clause, 90 days, just like a buyer's rep we have. Possession of property as warranty deed. We'll accept all loan types. Make sure that you know the home and you know the difference between what, FHA and VA is going to look at compared to somebody that's going to come in and buy cash. The safety of the home, making sure that it has, stairs going in the right places, or it's got, heating and air and stuff like that. If those things are, there's a roof leak and you know that there's an active roof leak, FHA and VA is not going to accept that unless it's actually repaired and done prior to an appraisal or appraiser coming in. But in this case, accept all loan types. The house is in condition that it would be fine for anybody to come in and be able to purchase it. Okay, so then this is kind of where it kind of got changed, I think, from the last one. This is compensation, which everything is fully negotiable. So we're not asking for a flat rate fee. We're asking for 6%, and we're offering cooperating broker or cooperating compensation to the buyer side of this transaction. We're offering 2.5%. So that leaves 3.5% for yourself as a seller. Like I said, this is always negotiable. You can change this to, if your client is like, hey, I need to walk away with as much money as possible. I can't afford to pay 6%. I can't afford to pay 6% of it. Can we do, 5%? So in that case, you would change this to 5, keep this 2.5, and then you would change just what you get from that. And then, of course, like I said before, in another video, we're not in the business for leasing, so I always put 0.00 and 0% here. I think there's some verbiage that has changed a little bit, but not much. But other than that, just make sure your information or your name is in here spelled correctly under the seller authorization, because you are the designated agent. If the seller is offering a protection plan, go ahead and put that here. In this case, home protection plan waived, which it could change depending on what kind of offer they get. If they get an offer and they say, hey, we would like for you to pay for a home warranty, that's always something that could be negotiated. Nothing in confidentiality or exhibits or addendas, but then in the special stipulations, we need to put in there, make sure that it states Keller Williams broker fee of $150 to be paid by the seller at closing. So as just like in your buyer's rep agreement, any transaction that we have, or Keller Williams gets the $150 fee. And then just make sure your information is all correct over here, and then your client's information is all correct here. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact Erin or myself, and we look forward to helping you.